Smallfolk. Smallfolk make up the overwhelming majority of the population. They are farmers, shepherds, fishermen, and laborers who work the lands owned by their lords. Their wealth is modest and practical, measured in grain stores, livestock, sturdy tools, and a roof that keeps out the rain. In peaceful years, a small folk family might live in relative stability, with enough food salted away to survive winter. In times of war or famine, everything can disappear quickly. They pay taxes, provide labor, and sometimes send sons to fight when banners are called. In return, they receive protection and the right to remain on the land. Their position is stable but vulnerable, entirely dependent on harvests and the strength of their lord. Hedge Knight. A hedge knight occupies an unusual place in the structure of wealth. Though anointed as a true knight, he owns no land and often has no permanent income. His armor, weapons, and horse are his entire livelihood. Many hedge knights travel from tourney to tourney seeking prize money or temporary employment. Others hire themselves out to guard caravans or settle disputes. Their wealth can rise or fall overnight depending on fortune in battle. Some sleep in inns when coin allows, others rest beneath hedges along the road. Unlike small folk, they possess status and martial skill, but without land or patronage, their financial footing is uncertain. Merchant. A merchant builds wealth through trade rather than land. Merchants move goods between towns, castles, and ports, dealing in grain, cloth, spices, or wine. In thriving cities such as Old Town, merchants can become influential figures within local markets. Their wealth is often tied to cargo and contracts, making it both profitable and risky. Storms, bandits, or political unrest can destroy shipments and fortunes alike. Successful merchants may own ships, warehouses, and comfortable homes, and they often employ guards and servants. Though they lack noble titles, their coin can grant them quiet influence in urban life. Landed Knight. A landed knight stands at the lowest rung of the nobility. Granted a small tower, keep, or tract of land, he holds authority over the small folk who farm it. His wealth comes from rents, harvests, and feudal obligations. Unlike merchants, his income depends on agriculture and the stability of his domain. He must maintain armor, horses, and a modest household guard. In times of war, he answers the call of his liege lord and rides with his men. His life blends governance with martial duty, and while he holds status, his resources are often limited compared to greater lords. Minor Lord. A minor lord commands broader lands and more substantial income. He may control several villages and a fortified castle with sworn knights and soldiers under his banner. Houses such as House Mormont represent this tier within their region. Wealth at this level supports larger feasts, permanent garrisons, and alliances through marriage. A minor lord must oversee justice, manage disputes, and ensure productivity across his lands. His authority carries weight locally, and his family name begins to matter in regional politics. Major Lord. A major lord governs extensive territories and commands multiple minor houses sworn to him. Examples include powerful regional figures aligned with houses like House Tyrell or House Arryn. Their wealth flows from vast fields, ports, forests, or mines depending on the region. Castles at this level are formidable, and their halls are filled with retainers, sworn swords, and household knights. Major lords host tournaments, influence trade routes, and shape the balance of power within their kingdoms. Their decisions affect thousands of lives.
Lord Paramount. A Lord Paramount rules an entire region in the name of the crown. Houses such as House Stark in the north or House Lannister in the Westerlands hold this status. Their wealth encompasses vast territories, major castles, and numerous sworn banners. They collect tribute, maintain large standing forces, and oversee complex political networks. Their treasuries must sustain armies, fortifications, and diplomatic obligations. At this level, wealth is tied not only to gold and grain, but to legacy and long-held authority.
Small Counselor. A small counselor holds power at the heart of royal governance. Serving in King's Landing, counselors advise the monarch on matters of coin, ships, laws, and whispers. While some inherit wealth from noble houses, others gain influence through skill and proximity to the throne. The Master of Coin, in particular, shapes taxation and spending across the realm. Wealth at this level is closely tied to access, information, and political leverage rather than land alone. Hand of the King. The Hand of the King acts as the king's chief representative and often governs in the king's stead. Figures like Tywin Lannister demonstrate how the office can concentrate immense authority. The Hand commands armies, oversees the small council, and executes royal policy. Though personal wealth varies depending on family background, the power of the office allows control over the kingdom's resources. Decisions made here can elevate allies and ruin rivals. King. A king stands at the peak of wealth within the Seven Kingdoms. The monarch who sits the Iron Throne commands taxes from across the realm, controls royal lands, and receives tribute from powerful vassals. Royal wealth funds armies, fleets, grand castles, and elaborate ceremonies that reinforce authority. Yet even a king must manage debts, maintain alliances, and balance the ambitions of great houses. At this level, wealth is inseparable from rule, and rule depends on the careful control of both gold and loyalty.